because I want you on a team. Just don't know
Hmm.
what role that you'll fulfill exactly.
That's fine.
Um, where should we meet? Any ideas?
Uh,
The
I
council
mean,
room. We're right here.
Sure, yeah.
mhm.
Let's just go in. I mean, I guess I kind of wanted to sit down, but it's whatever. Just
We can
stand.
Oh, we can
sit.
sit down.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm like an honorary council member.
Yeah. So the way that I kind of see, so I have kind of like these floaty ideas in my head, no real solid kind of structure,
Hmm.
but um, sort of two roads. Either Kelly stays in the position that she's in, that she's done so well, or she becomes the deputy mayor. And that's her choice. Um, and internally, that would mean that the responsibilities, at least some of them, would have to fall on Athena. Uh, that Kelly currently has, and maybe you. I don't know, but I just want to hear what you have to think about it. I think there's certain things that we can create that would be beneficial. Think liaising, having somebody on the staff to directly liaise with the council is a really good idea.
Hmm.
And kind of arrange smaller meetings, maybe meet with them on my behalf and fill me in if I'm not super available. Um,
Absolutely.
so yeah, there's lots that we could discuss. Do you two have specific ideas?
I know when we talked about it, I mentioned like legal advisor or legal liaison from the mayor's office because of her judicial background.
Which I can definitely assist with. I would have to do my bar exam again here, which I think is easily organized. And if you would like me to assist with that, I can absolutely do that. I'm pretty flexible, to be honest. My biggest thing
Uh
is
huh.
going to be time, right? So, like,
Hmm.
there's going to be times where I'm not going to be available and times where I am. Um, my main point that I think is very important that I would like to, and whether it's not me for someone else, I don't really care, but the fact that we're going to have a full council, that's 8 people who I don't think any of them really have any prior experience with being a council person. And like, I mean, I saw it firsthand with Gemma and what was happening there. And I think some guidance and having someone that they can uh talk to and run things past to ensure that before it comes to a public setting that they're not, essentially nearly breaking the law in front of like the whole city,
Right, right.
right?
Putting their foot in their
Like
mouth. Yeah,
that's
I
yeah.
got you. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I think the legal liaison is something I definitely want
Hmm.
because we don't have uh, an AG, which is
Yeah, I
what
can do that.
is supposed to be our legal
Hmm.
liaison. And you're totally right. I mean, the four that we currently have, they have some experience, just lived experience from the last
Right.
month or so, but uh,
Hmm.
it's not enough to support the new four in the
And honestly, I
direction.
think that even just the original thought still need that support and guidance as well, right? Like
Yeah, they
it's
do.
not,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, definitely. Um, okay, okay. Well, that's definitely something I'd like to see. Um,
and
in terms of
like just sorry, just to add to that, I think it kind of needs to be mandatory, um that if they do have a bill that they would like to, raise, that they do come and speak about it first, because like I don't like they're gonna write their own bill. I'm not here, and I'll support them and like guide them through whatever they come up with, as long as it's, constitutional and they're
yeah,
not getting any personal gain out of it,
so
and they're not,
something. I attended a GA last night, and something that was discussed that I'm going forward with as a hard rule for
Mm-hmm.
this council while I'm in office is no bills shall be passed when they're first presented. Every single bill, when you bring it forward, it's tabled immediately.
Mm-hmm.
When you propose a bill, you're discussing it, you're proposing it, you're not asking for a vote. So that should that's just one example of something that needs to be kind of worked
Exactly.
on. Um, and in terms of what I was going to say, with
That
in
makes
terms of like
sense.
what your role and whatever, you and I have the benefit of crossing paths quite well.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of I've worked with people in the past, not in this job, but in others where actually in this job too, where it's almost like um, they they feel like they have free reign to do things, but then they're like, "Oh, do you want to be there for that? You want me to check in with you?" Like, it basically makes it so that I'm still kind of managing it anyway.
No,
And I just
yeah,
wanted to
I don't
say with
need you
this,
to do that with me. You're
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. With this, you just go full hog. Just
Sure.
teach them what you need to and what they need to know, and they can
Absolutely.
come to you for legal stuff
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah. No, I'm very comfortable with just again because it's not like I'm not going to tell them, no or anything like that unless it's like, have you really thought about this? Because this is like cannot this is not feasible. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's the only
Yeah,
time I'm
yeah,
sort of going to say to them, no, because
yep,
it's either unconstitutional or it's just not fedry possible or something like
mhm.
that, you know what I mean? Otherwise
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more
yeah.
just guiding them through, because they still need to be independent and still need to do their own thing. Just having someone to kind of coach them through it, I think, is what they need.
That would be fantastic. Um, Kelly, just for I mean, you don't have to make a decision, but have you thought more about it?
Yes, and I spoke with the governor, and
Mhm.
she fully supports it. So,
Yes, she does. She told me that herself. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
everybody will. Yeah, that's the thing. You're loved. I don't see public perception being negative from any
Absolutely not.
direction.
No way.
I think really the only thing I care about is your uh, satisfaction. That's what I care about. I don't want you to feel like like my hooks are in you and uh, you can't do all the other things that you're passionate about. Like your businesses and your the fashion stuff. And I mean, there's so many things coming down the pipeline for you. Um, I worry that I might put too much on your plate, but at the same time, I mean, you're already you've already got a very big plate. It's not much. There's not much really more I could give you, other than the title and that sort of ability to act on my behalf, doing what you already do, without having to have me there. That's my thinking. You are, if I'm being completely frank, and I think everybody knows this, and I know this more than anybody. Uh, you are more qualified than I am for this position. So it's an absolute no-brainer. Um, you'll have the legal know-how, you have the lived experience working at City Hall under two administrations. You've seen it all, and you've worked with difficult people, and you've come through very strong. Um, you got good principles, and you stick by them. And I admire that, and I think everybody does. So, really, at the end of the day, Kelly, everybody knows you're qualified, more qualified than me, and it just comes down to your satisfaction and if it's something you actually want to do.
because I know when I was talking about it, I know that I didn't want to accept it just because, I'm the only one that's qualified to do it, so I should just do it. But
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of good that I can bring, especially like being here as long as I've been, and the relationship that I have with the governor's office. Like the thing that you said about the roadmap, like we're always in constant communication. I don't mind being that person when you can't be around, that travels up to the SBA, gets the roadmap, and then when you come here in the evening, okay, so I have the roadmap. This is where we can support them, and I've already let them know what we needed down here. Just getting the ball rolling on things, and I already do that.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, honestly, it is the ideal scenario for the next 4 months. Um, and again, I don't want to put pressure on you because I can find alternatives. The alternatives are that we stick with the positions that we currently have, and I wait for an opportunity for a deputy mayor that I feel is qualified and prepared, and of sound mind. Um, that hasn't come around just yet. I don't have anybody that I trust implicitly for that position, besides you. So that's why I just think that it would be extremely beneficial to have you in that position. Um, because ultimately, Kelly, you do more work than me anyway. All I really do is the vision, right? The big ideas,
And I hope you
and you
make them
do
happen.
everything else. You do literally everything else. So it's like, you're already doing the job, Kelly. It's already there.
And you deserve the recognition for it at this point.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be like Callie. If I see an issue, I am gonna speak out on it. I have an
Mhm.
opinion, and I. It's just like if I'm here to just be quiet or just say yes and go along with the plan, even though I know I have reservations, I can't be that girl.
No, no, no. I never
Exactly.
want that from you. I never want that from you. You know, in a grander sense, the mayor's office is a united front. Publicly. We agree with each other, and we stand by each other, right? Publicly, but privately, in a room like this, if you tell me, Mayor, you're being a dick, like this doesn't make fucking sense, this is a terrible idea, then I want to hear that. And you've told me that my ideas have been bad in the past. You've said that's not really going to work, or this is why, and you've explained it to me very well. So I know that you're not going to be a yes man, and that's not what I want anyway. I'm not going to get a yes man. I kind
Honestly,
of
being in a
had that.
position of deputy mayor, you need someone who's not going to be like that. Kelly, like I can't think of anyone who's better suited for that role than you.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I think that there's things, Kelly, that you and I agree on in a grander way. We both want the same things at the end of the day. We both want this community to thrive. We both want certain aspects of this community to thrive. Um, we both have the same opinion on crime. Uh, we're very, very similar in our policies and values. Um, and the differences that we have, uh, while minor, actually is a benefit to both of us because we'll keep each other in check, I guess. Not that I have a need to keep you in check, but you know what I mean.
Okay, well, yeah. Then I accept. I will be your deputy mayor.
Yay!
Fantastic. Okay, well that clears the road ahead in terms of what needs to happen for the staffing. Um, Unfortunately, Athena's not here right now, but given that the chief of staff position is vacant, should we consider that? Is that something we should consider? Deputy Mayor, your opinion?
I would say not without speaking to her, because
Okay.
we have had the conversation, and she said she just doesn't know how she'd be able to fill my shoes because I do a lot, and she
Right.
supplements, but I don't know how she feels about doing everything that I do. So I
Here's
definitely
the
want to
thing,
hear
right?
her words.
Here's the thing. Oh, 100%. I want to hear her opinion. My feeling is now with you in this position, Deputy Mayor, I think that you you can delegate certain tasks that you feel um, she is fully capable of, and it kind of fill her day, and say, you know, the mayor and I are working on this project. We're trying to get this finished, but we need these flyers to go out. We need these businesses to be notified about an upcoming event. I need you to send a letter to this list of businesses and just let her get on with it. You know what I mean? There's like little things that our office can do to fill out the staff's days a little bit better because admittedly it is 100% on me this is my office, and it has been for a month. Um, you know, Athena and um, the council in general, I think the sort of daily tasks have been very limited. This is the conversation I had with the Chief Justice, which is that the attorney's office, um, the attorney's office, they don't have a lot of daily tasks. It's very much getting new clients sometimes, having a meeting with a client. Maybe there's a big case coming up, but it's very sporadic and random. And his whole thing is he's trying to, structure it in a way where the attorneys from now on, well, from a certain point on soon, will have constant work. It will constantly be in, actively working on something.
That's how I always run things.
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
important that people feel like they have a purpose and a goal and actually something
Exactly.
to strive for.
Exactly.
And like the
And-
mock trials to keep their skills fresh.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I don't know how much I can say. This is the office of the mayor. There's strict confidentiality here, so I'll say a little bit. Mm, The part of the plan for the DOJ is that um, instead of officers in the cell, um, judging and what's the word? Giving them their punitive thing.
Immunity.
like-
Oh, I
You're
think
talking about
Grandpa
the immunity?
mentioned this. So instead of working with the deputy to like lower the time or the fine, that's what incentive to call your lawyer. These are the charges. Now talk with your
Well-
lawyer.
Well, it actually goes further than that, and I'm trying to remember the fucking word. I'm not a legal guy. When you get arrested, you get charged. That charges. Thank you, charges. Thank you, brain. Um, the DOJ is going to be pushing all, almost all, unless it's like a serious, a violent crime, a felony, something that's like very, very much like in the moment they need to be charged in the cell and sent. They need to be sent up to prison and just kept there. You know what I mean? Like they've committed a serious fucking crime. If there's like a misdemeanor crime, and kind of everything that files under the section of this person isn't an immediate threat and doesn't deserve immediate punitive action, they will have a case. They will go to open court. They will be if you crash your car into a police officer's car and you get arrested, it's like violent driving or whatever. You will be cell. You can call your lawyer, like a public defender. You can get out on bail, and you will be issued a date for your court case. You'll go to your court case. You'll be on bail. You'll be on bail conditions, and these courtroom offense kind of trials, these minor trials, will be effectively like a constant thing. They'll be every day. There will be people who, they committed a crime yesterday and now they're at court because they fucked up. They're out on bail, but they're at court, and they have to go through that process. So the real thing is that the DOJ is trying to move charges from the cell to the courtroom, because in his opinion, and in my opinion too, actually, it is the DOJ's business to issue charges. I think in terms of actually making a judgment, that is literally what the justice system is for. Callie, I know you have some experience in law enforcement as well. I don't know how you feel about this, but it's just my opinion that, law enforcement officers serve a very specific function, and that is they are a means to an end. They get people from, very valiantly and very, very, very important what they do. They take these people from the position that they're in committing the crimes. They put them in a position where they can no longer commit those crimes, and they are ready for processing. But it is not their responsibility to process that person and give them their charges and say, I'm charging you with this. This is now on record. You're guilty and you're going to prison. I think, everybody deserves a
So
fair trial.
I think it depends on the situation, right?
100%.
Essentially, DOJ is there to uh, create the law and and have the law in place, and then police officers are there to enforce that law, right? So depending on the circumstances, there are some things that they could still just, if it's pretty clear cut and dry,
Yes, yes,
you could
100%.
definitely just charge them.
That's
They
exactly
should.
what he was saying. Yeah.
Right. Now, in saying that, I do agree with what you're saying. There should always be a prosecutor there representing
Yeah. Yeah.
the sheriff's department, and there should always be a public defender. Both, they should go hand in hand. They should essentially
Yep.
be working together, even though they're on opposite sides. They should be going together. The prosecutor should be having that conversation with the police, while the
Mhm.
public defender is having that conversation with the suspect. And then
Yes.
they meet to discuss, okay, well, this is what the police are, this is what they're looking to charge them with. The public defender does their part, and then there can either be an agreement reached, because in some cases, even as a public defender, you need to realize that sometimes people are guilty. Like, you can't,
Yeah.
you need to accept that fact. And then that conversation is had, or if there is an impasse, then that's when it goes to court, right? Because there is there's enough from the suspect side with the public defender, and maybe not enough from the prosecutor side from the police, that this could actually go to court. Or again, on the flip side, the prosecutor needs to say to the police, look, this one you're going to have to let go. There's not
Yeah.
enough evidence, or whatever it is. So in a correct structure, that's how it should be played out.
Yeah.
Because you're right, the police should not be the ones dictating these things, because they are going to be biased, right? There's a level of bias there. It could be because maybe one of them got injured or something happened. There needs to be that sort of neutral third party, which is the prosecutors and the public defenders, where they can just collect the evidence, because it should be
Mhm.
evidence based, and then proceed from there. So if that's something that can be
Definitely.
implemented, then
I mean,
perfect.
the biggest thing that will make this like a sure thing, it will need to happen, is the introduction of the bail system. As soon as there
Mm-hmm.
is a bail system and you can get
Yes,
out on bail, then there needs to be a due process,
there has to
and
be,
there
absolutely.
has to be. There literally cannot not be. So that's something that is a sure thing that is happening. That is confidential, though, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But that will be coming. The Chief Justice is actively working on a bail system and writing up the details of that, and trying to get it in motion. So once that's in motion, there will be a lot more work. This is a very roundabout way of saying there's going to be a lot more work for the DOJ and all of the public defenders,
Good.
and
They
hopefully
need
more
it
public
though.
defenders. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they do.
And
And so
prosecutors. They need to
And
get
they're
some more
looking for a
prosecutors
court
in
for.
there as
definitely,
well.
definitely,
But I was gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
if
I
you
think
think that the deputies are kind of like biased, so they shouldn't be issuing the charges. At the meeting last Monday, Captain Garcia said that some officers were going to take the bar exam so they can fill both roles, deputy,
No.
but they also have a bar license.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
No.
he
crazy.
said.
No, they
That's
cannot do
crazy.
that. That is a clear conflict of interest right there. They need to
Yeah,
be, they can only be one or the other. People, and that's something that needs to be enforced, whether it's from here or through the DOJ or something like that. But
yeah,
you
yeah,
cannot have law. I mean, look, if they want to take the bar for their own knowledge or something like that, and if they maybe want to become like a prosecutor or something, sure, but they cannot be both an acting police officer and also acting as part of DOJ. That's
yeah.
no, one or the other.
Definitely not. But this, all of that stuff going on with the DOJ, it's really just a roundabout way of saying that I want more uh, activity within our staff within this office, and I think that's when where you, Deputy Mayor, have a large part to play, because you do so much. I think that it's time for you to delegate a little more. Think that you and I uh, can work on grand schemes and meeting with the governor and implementing certain things, and sort of the daily tasks for leading up to certain things. You can really heavily rely on Athena and Callie and any other members of staff that we get. I think that it's important that that starts to happen. What do you
And you
think?
know, also, if there's things that you're doing, Kelly, for, council members, no, they should be doing it themselves. This is part of, you want to be on the council, you want to be a council person, then be a council person. Don't hold their hands so much and like do all the things for them. If they need to be out there doing things, this is what they wanted to sign up for, right? So let them do it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think so something that uh will need to happen, Callie, that uh I want to happen as soon as possible. Mm, district-based representatives is important. I think it's something that could be very beneficial to their direction for each individual council member's direction. It's complex
Absolutely.
because that's when you start to get into residency and who do they represent in those areas, etc. I do not think I'm going to put my foot down on this. If they are district representatives, voting does not apply to that.
No, it
These
does.
districts
No,
do
it's
not vote
it's
for their individual
impossible.
council member. It's
Yeah.
impossible to apply. So really, what the way that it should be structured, and you can figure this out yourself, but in my opinion, the way that this should be structured is they sort of have a passion project area of the state, and
Yes.
they focus on projects within those bounds. And
Essentially,
that's really what it is.
this is probably the best way to handle this, right? Look at a map. We split it up
Yeah.
into the 8 sections.
Mhm.
Maybe Polito is going to be just its own thing, and then Sandy be its own thing, and then the other 6 be split up in the city area or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
And then
that starts to get complex. I don't want to cut you off, but like our
The council
literal
doesn't have
legal
jurisdiction there.
jurisdiction is the city bounds. It's the city limits.
so no one
So
can represent Polito or Sandy.
No.
that is my understanding. Yeah, that is the state law. We can, in essence, we can work with the state governor. We can kind of implore the council members or a council member to sort of um, create a basically anything that they have in mind for those areas is not a sure thing. It's like they can't make it happen. All they can really do
Right.
is recommend and advise because it's not our jurisdiction. It's completely against the law. It's like
So does okay? Well, hang on a
yeah,
second. I feel like this is going to be a more in-depth conversation. Honestly, we can shelf this for
yes,
now because
definitely.
I have a lot of questions
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
it's
So
essentially
let's
lawless up
yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. But we can let's talk about this separately. I don't want to get too off track
Yeah, fair.
because that's
But yeah, I think the council members. I actually did it when my first week in office. I said to the council members, I said, "All right, Danob." So I said, Riley, I know you want to focus on. Oh my God, I know you want to
Sorry.
focus on Vespucci. So that's kind of like we can agree that that is sort of your jurisdiction in terms of your projects and passion projects. You can kind of focus on that area. Danob wanted to focus on South, like South Central, um, and I can't remember the other two. I think one of them was Vinewood, but there was sort of an agreement that never went anywhere that they would be representing and kind of really the focus of the two things
Support though,
that
like
will
for the new
happen
people.
when they represent an area is that they in their own time can organize going into those neighborhoods and doing like questionnaires and
That's what I'm saying.
interacting with those
There's
people in that community.
there
You
is
know?
so much they could actually be doing, and
Yes,
if
yeah,
we need to stipulate that, so I was just looking in the map. It's very possible to split this up into, if we're just focusing
8.
on the city, there's very
Yeah.
possible to split up into 8, right?
Mhm,
And then
mhm.
we can have all 8 members can sit down and go, okay, these are the sections. Who would like to represent where? If people want to debate, if someone wants the same spot, then okay, well, sell it to me. Why do you want that spot? Why do you think you're a better option for that place than the other person? They can make that into little mini debates or something. Again, this is all really good training for them as well,
Definitely.
right? Make a proposal, do something to say why you should have that spot over someone else.
Yes.
We then essentially set it so that there's 8 representatives, 8 quadrants of the map that they
Mhm,
represent. And then if they have something they want to do, like, I don't know, there's like the arts program, for example, right? If they want to all focus on that, or if they all want to do, I don't know, they want to try and promote something within their section, bills, proposals, things like that. I mean, bills can also kind of be, oh, I have so many questions, because why was Gemma trying to enforce things in the hunting zone then if we don't control that area? This is all right. I have I have so many questions, but that's fine. There's a lot. There's a lot we can implement.
Yeah.
There's a lot we can do to actually get the council members involved. That will keep them busy, and
Mhm.
I just
it'll
divided
be
into
good.
8, so if it works. Rockford, Vinewood, Mirror Park, Vespucci, Central Downtown, East Los Santos, Southside, and La Puerta. Because I know Riley, the Nipple Project, it's apparently helping new people integrate into town, so they would work with
Yes.
tourism. So that's why La Puerta, the airport.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. Yeah, I genuinely, uh, it is a very complex arrangement that we have with the state. There are some things that are out of our jurisdiction and some things that we have agreed that we are working on their behalf for. For example, business licenses and event permits. We can issue business licenses and event permits statewide. When we issue them outside of the city's limits, we are operating on behalf of the state government. We're not. That's not the
Right.
mayor's office, giving out those licenses.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to local law, that is something that we don't really see. This is on me as well. I wasn't there for when Gemma was doing this. I didn't attend those council meetings, but I would have definitely said something because that's something we don't really have. We can't vote on that. We can write these things. We can write legislation. We can write bills. We can propose things. But when it's outside of the city limits, it's a direct conversation with 2 parties, 3 parties actually: the sheriff's office, the Department of Justice, and the state. Because
Mm-hmm.
all we're doing is recommending. We can't actually action or enforce anything outside of the city limits. We can
Right.
advise and recommend those offices, but other than that, we're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know, because that's a lot of things then that they that would be shut down immediately
Mhm.
from my end. You know what I mean? Just being like,
Yeah.
no, that's not possible. You can come up with something if you want to come up as like a recommendation. Sure, love
Yes.
recommendations, but to actually propose as a bill to be passed to enforce, no.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where
I
I
mean,
can pick
there's.
it up. So if there's anything that people want to know about the state and they're coming to the mayor's office, I pitched this to Jesse. How do you feel about the deputy mayor acting as the bridge? So that way people have these things and they can't bring it to you, they can bring it to me, and then I can bring it up to them, and then come back to them with an answer, like whether we can help them or not.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very very good idea. Um, I like it. I mean, there's. We're in a difficult time in general because there's certain things that are not in place, and there are certain. I mean, for example, I'm sure you guys are aware of this. I know Kelly, you definitely are. The sheriff's office within the city limits is on a contract, you know, and that's a contract that I could end with the sign of a pen. Um, and the very next piece of paper that I could do, I've talked about with you about this, um, Callie, is the
Mm-hmm.
creation of the police department. So
Correct. Yeah.
there's there's things like you know the sheriff's office. operates state law within city limits, but we could,
We could
and
have a city
we,
police, which is like police
yes,
department, and then they go back out to Blaine County, wherever
exactly,
else. Yeah.
and we operate state level things outside of city limits,
Mm-hmm.
but the state, including the sheriff's office, because they have a very loud voice up north, they could tell us to fuck off. They could say, no, this isn't your jurisdiction. There's these
Yeah.
boundaries that are there but aren't really being enforced right now because, we can't. There's just not enough to
Population.
go around. Yeah, so um,
I remember this
it's a
conversation.
it's a big juggle that we're having to do, and really, I think the kind of responsibility of the council, first and foremost, is city limits. It's trying to um, find weak spots in this community within the city, and uh, fill in those areas.
I just
Um,
don't. I don't think though we should be. People are living in Polito now. People live up in Logging, and people live in Sandy and places like that. So there needs to be, and maybe that's something we discuss with at more of a federal level. But there, at the very least, they need to have a voice represent them, right? To be able to, what if they do
yes,
want to try and implement something or have something there that's going to benefit the community? I don't think we should be like, oh well, no, sorry, we can't help with that. Everyone
I think
deserves a voice, and
so. This is an idea that I had, um, which is that, I mean, the way that this so basically, when in a situation like this, traditionally, um, in a city council, in a town hall, there are city representatives and there are state representatives.
mm-hmm.
Um, the position we're in right now is that the only state representatives we have are the governor and the lieutenant governor.
Mm.
And their time is very valuable, very limited. So we can't expect them to be involved in every single thing we do, and that's not what we want either. Um, However, I think that the appointment of a state representative um, for Blaine County is something that would benefit this town hall, like the actual council
Absolutely.
itself. And, they wouldn't, I don't think the best path would be to have them on the council, but I think that having them, as part of, attending these meetings, attending these discussions, and they would have to liaise directly. They'd be that bridge between the state office and us in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They would have to be a very responsible person, and they'd have to know exactly what they were doing because they they would have to very much understand the boundaries that apply. So it's a long conversation ahead, but I think
I think
ultimately
we
having
going
a
to the
state
governor
representative would be
and
good.
the governess and just asking them, for a proxy that they can
Yeah,
provide us a
yeah,
proxy to, and they just ultimately decide who they want that person to be because they'd be
yes,
representing them.
yes.
And then that proxy can be here to be part of these conversations because, you know, yes, okay, we're in the city, but I think the whole state deserves to be looked at. And if we've got the Vipers up in Sandy, we've got the Crows up in Polito. Like, okay, regardless
Hmm.
of their affiliations or anything like that, they're still citizens of this city, of this state, and they deserve representation as well. So it needs to be, there has to be something. We can't just be, that's like half the population of this state.
They
Like,
talk to us about the hunting that's out of the city. We
yeah,
can't help you.
right. Like
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. Like,
I do not know what the intended path ahead for um, rural representation is. Um, I've looked at the documentation that's being provided to me, and I don't see a. I actually that it's kind of a gaping hole. I think that these rural communities do not have a current representative other than the governor directly. Mm,
well, yeah, that's
it's a huge
that's a little
issue.
bit of a problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. All right. Well,
So what's my title? What am I doing here?
let's make it up now together.
Okay.
Was it like legal liaison?
Well, that's the Attorney General. Like, that's what that
Yeah.
is. If you're
Well, the mayor's office needs one too, like legal
Mm-hmm.
representation.
right, that's
And you would
the
be the
legal
only one that has the bar license.
right. So legal representation is covered by Attorney General. So, like, if that's what you need from me, then I can do that. But then is the Attorney General also then involved with council members? That's the thing to sort of keep in mind.
How about this? This is a very broad title. Chief
Okay.
Advisor,
Okay, that works.
because you would be advising me, and you'd be advising
Mhm.
the council, and Kelly, and I think
Sure.
it's just very very general. But yeah, Chief Advisor to the mayor's office. That's it.
Okay, that
There you go.
works.
Okay, so um, good. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and promote you now, mm. And you, Kelly, as well.
Oh my
Actually, I don't
gosh.
think I can. Now that I think about it, I don't think I can put you at the same level. So you'd have to stay where you are.
I think you can, because
Yeah, no, you
Can
can.
Bryce,
Yep,
yes.
Oh, okay.
I
I
can.
do it at the
Mhm.
creamery all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
sweet.
do
All
it.
right,
with
I'll do
Cool
that then.
Beans.
Yeah, I'll
So
do that. Easy, easy peasy. Because that won't give you access to stuff in your office, but you can use my office for management things. Hiring and whatever else. I think that's how is that how it works? You can
so
make
now
some.
when you're
Yeah.
not
Okay.
here, I can hire people
Right.
and issue
Yeah.
Okay,
everything
good.
you can do. I
Good,
can
good,
do.
good. Everything you can do, I can do better. I can
Yeah,
do
she can.
anything better than you.
it's true.
No, you can't.
Kelly can. Absolutely, she can.
No, I was hoping that Kelly would
Yes,
say,
I
"Yes, I
can."
can." There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, Chief Advisor, Deputy Mayor,
Wow.
this has been a very, very beneficial meeting. Hopefully,
It
we'll
has
have a
been.
Chief of Staff that we can discuss with sooner rather than later. Um, and Kelly, this is sort of your first delegation test.
Yeah.
You have the choice of putting your own flyer together to say I'm the deputy mayor, or asking Athena to do it for you.
Athena does not know how to work on flyers. She made
Oh,
that clear last Monday's
okay.
meeting.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be a fun one for you to make, I guess.
But she can hang them. As long as
Yeah,
I
yeah.
draft them up, she hangs them.
Yeah.
There you
That
go.
works.
Yeah, but
That
like
works.
from now on, like if people come in, we can interview them together, and then onboarding that can be Athena's job. Like, because it used to
Yep.
be my job to take them around and show them everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, honestly, delegate.
I think just in general, I mean, this is exactly what I was saying the other day. Callie, you weren't there for that, but we had a closed council meeting, and they were asking me, Mr. Marino, what the fuck is going on? And I said, well, I'm in office for the next 4 months, and I'm committed, and I care, and I haven't lost my care for this city. And the major thing I said was, the team fractured with my absence, but genuinely, if the team is strong enough, that shouldn't have to happen. And for the next 4 months, we will have a strong team. Like that is something that
Absolutely.
is currently in the works, and clearly it's working because you two and Athena are three very strong people, and this is going to be a killer administration.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. Charlie's Angels.
Grandpa's gonna be so sad because after he kind of saw like the mayor's office was crumbling, he did say, "You and Athena, you can come over to the DOJ. Like, I need some clerks for the bail system."
Okay,
He was
yeah.
ready to take
Thanks,
the mayor's
Grandpa.
office staff.
That's crazy.
All right, well, so what the debate's in like an hour?
Mm-hmm.
1 hour
Okay.
from now. fuck it. You want to go up? You know, like, head up there and just relax up there and wait for people to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
because
Me as well.
I did tell Athena, so if she shows up here, she might be confused.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, we
so
can
I'll
wait
probably
here
give it
for
like
her.
another 30 minutes,
sure.
because I usually like to
Yeah.
be 30 minutes early.
All
Well,
right.
let's get all the paperwork finalized so we can, and then
Well, Kelly, how's this? You can do a poster or a flyer if you want, but I reckon I'm just going to make an announcement saying you're the deputy mayor at this debate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then for anyone who shows up at town hall on Sunday, it's just like, just so you know, everyone's aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to do a flyer if you don't want to. I think, it's completely up to you.
I don't mind. It just so it's knowledge citywide. Because some people
Yeah,
hate
of
it when they get it
course.
word of mouth. So just so it's
Yes.
knowledge citywide.
Definitely.
Are you okay that I say my name with hearts? Because I do. Like, I will sign my signature like that every time.
Literally don't care.
Beautiful! My uncle used to make faces. It's just like, that's a government document. I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's just it's part of what happens when a woman gets into a position like this.
Oh, really? I need to start signing my name with violence as well. Is that like a prerequisite as being a woman?
Or you can gild
No,
it.
no, that's not what I meant.
Like
No,
you
I
have
just,
gold
I'm
around
just
your
saying.
glasses. So if you get like this gold pen, and then
Oh
everyone,
yeah, I'm gonna be
that'll look
bougie as
good.
fuck. Just be prepared for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kelly, I am fully comfortable, and I think the deputy mayor is as well, for you to structure your position however you want in terms of how you want the council to operate. If you would,
Mhm.
like, if you wanted to say they run everything by you before they present it, blah blah blah, you
Yep.
just go ahead.
Yeah.
Do whatever you think is best, and just run it by probably Kelly, to be honest,
Mhm.
because she's smarter than me, so that'd be best.
And I'll help write up the itineraries for the week if you guys need those. Like we did last time. I think it worked very smoothly.
So essentially, this is kind of what I'm thinking, right? If they have something they would like to work on, that they come and sort of, have a chat with me about it, right? It's kind of like in that advisory sense. Like, come talk to me
Yeah.
about it. Let's flesh it out a little bit, and I can sort of coach them like, okay, well, what research have you done? Where are you at so far? Because like, I hate that I keep using Gemma as an example, but she was bringing up something about hunting and the payouts. And she was like, well, from what I've been told, and it's like, okay, well, hang on a second. No, if you're trying to present something with your name on it, you get out there and do the research. So, like, have you done the job yourself? Have you seen firsthand what this is like, right? You can't just be relying on, secondhand information, because people exaggerate, people lie. Like, it's just
Yeah.
full facts.
You are not wrong. I was mentally scrutinizing everything, and then when she said she
Right.
didn't actually go to the store, like, so you
Like
where'd
herself,
you
I
get the
was
numbers?
gobsmacked. Exactly. So I feel like first step, if they come up with something, I hate saying this, but I think it needs to be mandatory. If you come up with something, come talk to me about it, so I can make sure that I sort of point you in the right direction. That do your research, find things out, put it together, and then once you've written it up, run it past me again. Like, show me the proposal, the draft, or the legislation, whatever it is you're trying to put together, and then we can check it to make sure again that it's actually feasible. It's something that's possible to do, whatever the case is, and then from there yes, let's get it on the itinerary and bring it to council.
See, I'm not sure if they'll do those. I think first, what Mayor Marino said, that should be mandatory, or at least your bill has
Yes.
to go in the cabinet, and at least 2 other people have had to have looked at it before you bring it to
Right.
town hall.
Yeah. So I think the first step should be mandatory if they have anything like that. Now the second step, that can be kind of a look. If you want me to look at it over beforehand, feel free. Otherwise, if you're confident enough with what you've done, fine, bring it. Let everyone have a look at it, and then obviously it's going to be tabled, and then it can be discussed further from there, or whatever it is. But I think at least the first part, where like you've come up with something, you like mandatory, you have to talk to me about it, because I need to be able to I don't want people going through all this effort and then it gets to this point where it's in front of the council and it's like, what the fuck is this? This
So
is
you mean
like
it's in front
actually
of the
illegal.
public? Everybody's
Like,
listening to this.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. See, like that's oh my god. Can't like that can't happen again. That was disgusting.
Yeah, so I think two people have to stamp. At least you and one other person has to like stamp
Mhm.
it in the cabinet before you bring it to town hall.
Yes. So that's where maybe Kelly, you and I can do that. So they come, get the idea first and they bring it. Here it is. Kelly, you and I can go over it together. Perhaps we can sort of give that, that stamp of approval or go back and be like, hey, no, actually something else needs to be worked on here, whatever else. And then they can present it from there.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that because I think before it was always Bryce that put it in the cabinet, so I think it would be my job to put it in the cabinet now.
Right. Yes. What do you think, Marina, about that?
Sorry. So, did you say something to me just then?
Yes, I was asking you your
We were
opinion on what
trying
we
to
just
come
talked
up with
about.
guidelines. So
Oh yeah,
what
no, yeah,
council
no. I
members should
agree.
do
I agree.
before.
They should be tabled. They should be run past you. Other people should see them first. 100%. No, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't feel like I needed to say anything. You guys are on it. That's true. Very
And
true.
I think
I was
Priya
just
also said somewhere to put these bills after they've passed because they don't know where to find it, where to read it, where to
yeah.
flip through it. It needs to be publicly
Mhm.
available after it's
True.
been proofread and it's ready to go.
What about the public library? I mean, what's the deal with that?
So
There
we
was a
tried that with
discussion
the
about that a
business
while back.
licenses, so we can ask them about
Mhm.
like documents that have passed judicial review. Like these ones are going to go in, so people should have access to them.
Okay, good. Two quick things. Callie, I was just daydreaming about maybe very shortly you should have access to this city hall stuff, this board
Okay.
for the table documents.
Great.
And the other thing was Kelly, we need to discuss something. There are two things that happen, or three. There's a lot that we discussed at the GA. One of them is the parking spaces that was discussed at the last city council meeting. That is not going ahead. The parking spaces at the job locations. The governor's, that's a hard no.
There's too many.
Unfortunately. But it is what it is. The other thing is our mall plans are in full swing in terms of they are happening. There will be a post office in some capacity. There will be a bulletin board. There will be work done. I think the holdup, actually, I don't think, I know the holdup right now is getting an architect. That's really the biggest thing. They need an architect to actually be able to work on that property properly, and then fix the problems it currently has. But in that, we discussed opportunities, a new job opportunity for mall cops. It could be a punishment for bad police officers, as well as an opportunity for people to try out like local law in terms of guarding and whatever else.
Stepping stones.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, stepping stone exactly. If they wanted to try something that wasn't the entire city's jurisdiction, whatever, state. And then the other thing was, what was it? Oh yes. So the governor feels very strongly, and this relates directly to that parking thing. He feels very strongly that the city's vehicles should be more secure in their location management, like parking the meters and parking not parking meters, but parking officials that tow your vehicle after you've left it for however long or whatever. He's of the mind that, and I think he's quite frustrated with it, that these vehicles should be staying exactly where they are.
Yes.
And that is something I didn't say it then, but I've been thinking about it since. His feeling was that whenever that is an action that the state has taken, there has been feedback that people don't like it too much. But I think really it comes from misunderstanding. When people get a pager that says vehicles are being destroyed or whatever, they think, oh shit, what the fuck is happening? It's the end of the world or whatever. But I think that uh, us, the city council, the mayor's office, can put forward this change in a more reasonable and informative way so that people understand what is going on with their vehicles. And I think that that would very much help the issue of, I drive to a job location, I do my job, and my fucking car's gone. And I'm worried about, I just have to like do all of my, instead of taking the truck that the job gives me, I just do it in my own car. That's what they're doing because they don't want the car to get stolen. They don't want to get towed. They don't want this and that and this and that. So that is just one measure that we can take, you and I, in this administration um, to kind of fix that problem while also satisfying the state in terms of what they actually want uh, from
But do they
the
realize the
vehicle.
cars are being towed by like the local tow
Yeah.
company? It's not
Yes,
the
yes,
so that
yeah,
are they looking to fix that?
yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
That won't be the case, and that's exactly what the governor wants. He doesn't want that. He wants,
Okay, good.
if you park your car, it's gonna be there for like 3 days.
Yeah,
you go
good.
back,
That's
your
how
As
it
it
car's
should
should
there.
be.
be.
That's
Yes,
exactly
and
how it should be.
that's what I'm saying is like the problem is that when that has been the case and when these security measures and tow companies weren't doing that or whatever, people were up in arms about it for some
Yeah, I
reason.
don't
Well, then
think.
they need to secure their
Okay.
vehicle. Like, if
Yeah,
I park my car
Yeah,
outside and I take a 5-minute nap, nobody should be towing it away. It has been
exactly.
sitting
exactly.
there for an enormous amount of time. It's
I
just
want to
like
go
that's
be
not
able
my
to
biz.
park at my apartment and
Yeah.
then wake up and then my car is still there.
That
That's
is that is the path that the governor
Mhm.
wants to go down, but I think that I didn't say anything at the time, like I said, but I heard him speak, and I was like, this guy feels like his hands are tied on this, but they shouldn't be, because it's the city's responsibility to kind of make something like that happen. We can
exactly.
inform the people of the change that can happen, and say this is what we want, this is what the city council wants, this is what the mayor's office wants. We can do a little bit of question time and kind of inform people about how it all works and how these tow companies are different, they behave differently, and um, uh, make that happen. Because I think we are all in agreement with the governor's
Hmm.
office that these vehicles should not be towed when you fucking leave them for 3 minutes and walk away too far away from your car. And somebody
Exactly.
says, "Oh, your car's unattended," and they fucking tow it and put it in a garage or put it in the impound or
And then
whatever.
you have to pay to get it out, all because
And
they
Yeah,
then
decided it was there
right,
too long.
and then you have to wait until the storm clears to be able to do it as well. Like some people only
yeah,
have the one car. This is, it's going to reduce crime rates. It's going to reduce a lot of things because it is a hassle.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's the other side of the argument, playing devil's advocate, that when your car is left unattended for hours and hours at a time, there is a higher likelihood of it being stolen or broken into, etc. But that kind of, I mean, it's balances, right? It's just positives and
Hmm.
negatives, and when it comes to
Exactly.
something like that, you have to be a responsible vehicle owner and not
Exactly.
park it somewhere that you feel that it will be broken into or that there's a high likelihood of that. Um,
And then
you
you
know,
shouldn't be keeping your entire life in your car. There are
yes,
places
Now, some
available for you
people
to
don't have the
stay.
choice, right? Some people can't afford to,
that's true. Yeah.
so we need to
And
keep
then
that in
now
mind
with
as
the vehicle
well.
registrations,
No,
that's
but if
something
you
that
can
they
afford a
literally don't have a
car, then
choice
you
in.
can afford a motel room.
A motel room's still an option.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, absolutely.
All right, Callie. I'm just going to hand you this document. It's the
Hmm.
uh, city hall and city legislation.
Great.
There's some information in those folders under that government section that you should be able to open up and flip through now.
Okay, so see City Hall.
Yeah, city legislations, I think, two. Oh yeah, wait a minute. What the hell? That conversation we just had. I'm a dummy. That conversation we just had, where you were like, yeah, these city bills and whatever, they need to be public. They already are. They're right there.
That's only for us with the keys to the city hall cabinet. Citizens cannot see that. So, like Casey's
Really?
one that went to judicial review. Yeah, people cannot.
But
see
why
that.
do I? Why do?
You have keys to the cabinet, same as me. But I'm sure
City-
Callie
Oh, I
couldn't
know I
see
do.
it.
City
But
legislation
it
is everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kelly. It looks like everybody
is
can
everyone.
see that
Mhm.
file in the library.
Oh, can they?
Yep.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
can.
That's the ones that are tabled and passed. You know, that's not the private conversations. It's just the tabled and passed bills and legislation. And
Oh,
that's
because I see a
public.
lock on the cabinet, so I didn't know that was for everybody.
No, yeah, everyone. It's locked in that we cannot add anything to
think-
that, but
yeah,
everyone can
yeah.
see it. So like we can see it, but we cannot add to it.
I think it's also locked because people without a passport obviously can't see that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's sorted. Okay, that makes that easier. We don't have
Okay,
to
so
worry
yeah,
about
we
that
can
then.
just tell them where
Yeah.
to find it in the library now, and then they can just
Yep.
read along.
But who can see? So I'm seeing everything that's like Bryce was doing that. So is that
So that's what I was saying. That would be
In
my
the city
job
hall, in the city hall file.
yes?
Yeah, that's private. That's just us. That's the city
No,
council.
city
and-
legislation. I'm talking about the city legislation library. Like, can you two post? Can you two add
can.
things? Okay,
I can,
perfect.
yeah.
You just
I
need to make sure
cannot.
Kelly can as well.
now. No.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I'll quickly send them a pager and see if I can get that arranged right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's one more thing that I wanted to talk to you about first. I was just hoping Athena would have been here. But we can talk about it after. Is Robert outside with that bus? Oh man. I see the bus! I'm so nervous. So are you guys planning to ride to the debate? Or did you want to get on the bus? Because after he's planning to take people up to go vote.
All right. You should be able to do that by the end of the day, Kelly.
Okay, I was
Most
saying I
things
just
up
wanted
there.
I was hoping Athena was here. I was hoping to talk to you about one more thing first.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going anywhere.
Do you need to have a private conversation? Would you like me to leave?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kelly.
No, that's fine.
Oh, we
you're
getting up?
closer.
Yeah. I just wanted to nudge in.
Okay.
What's going on?
So remember the last time we had like a one-on-one and I was kidnapped and held at gunpoint by 5 guys and I knew who they were?
Yes. Of course.
That has happened again.
Fucking Christ.
I was talking out front about the deputy mayor role. Someone came up, they asked us for a PO to a lawyer. After that, he got in his car, drove off. Priya wanted to go shopping for the debate, so we went to the clothing store. After that, the same individual, just with a bandana tied around their face, pointed guns at us. They told us to get in the trunk of 2 separate cars, the same car that just pulled up at City Hall, and then they drove us to a location where she was threatened at shotgun point, and it was about extortion. And then I was threatened too. So, if I'm deputy mayor, I am not dealing with this individual or his group anymore. I'm done.
Was it Volkov again?
It was Francesco Corleone, the owner of the Vanilla Unicorn.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, the people that
okay.
bashed me in the back
okay.
of the head. So
Yeah, right.
I'm not dealing with them.
Okay. Well, Here's the thing, Kelly. I actually had a discussion in my first week of my administration about that individual and the ownership of the Vanilla Unicorn, and the governor was not aware of any criminal activity going on under them. So, but advised me that if anything is discovered, to bring it to him immediately, and their lease will be terminated.
Oh, see, that's beautiful. Priya's worried that something will happen to her family because they threatened us and the people we care about. So all yesterday, I was here. After that, I was not leaving the building, and I've been here all day. That's why I was hoping Athena would come in. Because just going to the PO to hang this flyer, are they gonna threaten me because they think that I talked to cops or something? So I'm just like, it's very annoying. So if they want to threaten people I care about, well, you have something to lose too, do you not? So I'm gonna tell you you're trespassed. Do you need a lawful reason? Do you really? If I'm not inviting you to any government events, this is why. You've done it to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of being threatened and kidnapped by this group, and the governor didn't know, like the statute of limitations. I agree with it because I'm personally affected by it. My case was fumbled. Evidence was lost. My case was given to a deputy, not a detective. They had to start over from scratch. They lost the autopsy due to flooding. So she didn't even know all that happened to me in my first month here. I'm like, this is literally like my first 2 weeks dealing with this group, and I've left them alone, but you're gonna hold me at shotgun point, say it's not about me? You involved me the moment you held a gun at me and forced me into the trunk.
Yep. Yeah. No, that ends now. It's they're done. They're fucking their career's over. They want to act like animals. They can live on the fucking streets. That's my opinion.
Yeah, because clearly you don't want to be a business owner.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so Priya's scared, but I was just like, I don't want to be scared anymore. Like, I got knocked back to 1984. Okay, so they'll say that my memory was fuzzy. I know what happened. They know what happened. They've been bragging about it. This one, I'm not fuzzy on. I even have his license plate. And Amber can attest she saw him, same trench coat, black outfit, fedora, with the same car that Priya was told to get into. And Robert
Yep.
was there too. So we
Has
all
any of
can't
this
be
been
wrong.
put forward to the sheriff's office yet?
No, you're the first person I told about it because they're just like, what would you want to do if you were to? I'm like, this is what I would want to do. People who don't deserve to be business owners in this state, they shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. All right. Well, do you think Athena's going to be showing up?
I can check the facts. So she knows the debate's happening today, so I know
Okay.
that she'll be here. She never misses a major event.
Right. Well, in the meantime, how long do we have? We've got 30 minutes.
Yeah, so another flyer was supposed to be hung right now, and oh, is that Athena?
I think so.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Dana,
Hello.
where have you been?
I
You're
haven't been
tearing me
feeling very well.
apart. Oh, really?
I'm sorry about that, Kelly. It was just
So
like
sorry to
a
hear that.
very ugly thing that happened
okay.
yesterday. So I just
What happened?
Well,
So no one.
would you like to
I'm
have a
just.
brief
I just wanted
discussion?
like, how do I proceed
Mrs.
forward?
Stack?
Like, because I don't
All
want to do
Let's go to the
anything
break
in
room.
contradiction to
Let's go to the
like,
break room.
the mayor's office. So
Okay, we can. Well, if you want to talk about it later, I
okay.
think you need to go
Thank
to
you
that.
as well, Callie and Kelly.
Yeah, we're right
Thank
behind you.
All right.
Actually, would Casey be able to hang the flyers so that way they get that final notice?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to just run?
So I'll go past that.
Organize
really
it.
fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Casey.
Where are you?
Oh, did you not see me?
Mm-mm.
Oh God.
Let me try to blink. Mm-mm. No. See me?
I can see you. I just wanted to ask, would you be able to do me like a Mondo ginormous favor and hang the final reminder? for the debate tonight.
I can do that. Can I ask, what's the lineup? Because Mateo had asked to be first guest to leave pretty soon.
I think it was just gonna be like a cross thing, like referencing each different person back and forth. But yeah, if that's the case, I can tell. We can let Grandpa know, and then Mateo can go first.
Okay.
It's just no
which
one from
flyer-
the public will be able to question him.
Right. Okay. Which flyer, did you want me to hang?
Hold on, I'll pass them to you.
I'm Priya Kaur, and I'm ready to fight for you.
Wow. Love it.
What's up?
Not much. I gotta go hang a flyer.
For
And
what?
then one for Robert because he doesn't know how to hang it.
God, he needs to do stuff himself. I'm putting my down.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Priya.
Okay.
How are you? How you doing today, ma'am?
Better.
That's good.
Those
You
are
look
the
great.
two. Oh, thank you. Because I have like, you see my pants to this, so right after I'm just taking it off and I'm relaxing.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, I'm
Okay.
gonna put the pants on.
She has very cute
Yeah,
pants,
okay,
ma'am, but
I need
apparently they're
to-
not. What do you think about this outfit? Is it casual yet professional enough?
It's
Casual,
it's
to be,
got a- it's
if
got a
I'm being
lot-
honest.
It's got a lot going on, Priya.
Oh no!
To be
Oh
honest,
no!
Yeah.
Oh no, Kelly! What do I
From
gotta
the
change?
waist
Tell me
down,
quick.
it's great. It's that sweater does not go with those slacks and those shoes.
That's what I thought. Gabe was assured me that I should. Oh no! What do I do? What do I do? Help me quickly.
There's a staff meeting right now. I can't go to this.
No,
Give
no,
me
no, no.
something
Just give me
a
guidance.
color
Give me guidance.
sweater, a different color top, black or red or
Yeah.
Do the
Stick
shoes
with
not go
black
with?
and red. No,
the
the
pants?
Brown-
No, because the black
brown
belt-
doesn't go with black.
Yeah.
This is brown.
From the waist down,
Yeah.
you're fine. It's literally the sweater that's your problem.
Okay, I'm gonna change the sweater. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, you guys have a meeting. I'm in your way. I'm sorry. I just
No,
want to
she
say
was
hi.
just giving
I'll
me
see you
flowers.
at the debate.
Okay, bye.
Any kind of, I guess, responsibility to perform your task for your responsibilities is myself and the deputy mayor, right?
Mhm.
And myself and the deputy mayor completely understand, you as a person, and I think that the stuff that Kelly has done in the past and continues to do, I think that through cooperation with the three of us, specifically with the responsibilities of chief of staff, I think Kelly's going to be your best friend, as has been the case at least at work for months now.
And I can just slowly start passing things over to you. And then if there's ever anything you don't understand, like let me know, and then we could just stop the process and then break down wherever you're getting lost at.
Oh yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna need some guidance and some help for sure. Because like I said, those are some big shoes I'm having to fill. Because you were amazing at your job.
My point is that you cannot disappoint. You can't disappoint anyone. The only way you could disappoint is you pull what I pulled and just disappear for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Without any explanation.
No, even when she's on LOA, she still comes in here to make sure we have food.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So we are in a position, the four of us now, where we have a extremely strong foundation for this office, and even your bare minimum is going to be enough. Like, trust me on that. I think I speak for everyone here. If you feel, that you're concerned about your ability to do certain things, you don't have to be, because I'm confident in you, and I think we all are.
Well, thank you. I'm honored. But also I hope I can do you guys proud.
You will.
You
No,
already
you
do.
will.
You're
Yep.
fine.
Just be who you've always been.
That I can do.
All right. So was there? I kind of steamrolled you a little bit there, Athena. I apologize, but was there anything else that you wanted to speak with me about specifically? Because as chief of staff, you have the complete authority to push me around now.
So I don't think I can do that, sir. But I, Kelly, do you remember anything that I may have spoken to you about that I might be forgetting? I did mention a staff meeting.
Yes, you wanted weekly staff meetings and more so to make sure that we were all on the same page. That's why I haven't hung any hiring flyers, because you thought like getting us three in here, making sure that the foundation was solid, knowing how we were going to proceed forward. That was most important.
Yes, that was most important because I believe that if we can all, you know, work this out, we can, have a stronger foundation moving forward.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We sort of have right now. We're like the four pillars, I'd say. Really three and a half because I'm half a pillar, but we all have our kind of own area that we're going to focus on. We'll just clear that up a little bit because you went there, Athena. Callie obviously is going to be focusing on the city council aspect of this office.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly will be operating in my shoes effectively. There's two of me. My responsibilities as I see it is sort of cohesion, kind of keeping this thing together, as well as that kind of grander plan of saying this is what I want. And Kelly is part of that plan and part of that vision, as well as a much more presence as a mayor that can communicate and cooperate with him on a daily basis. And you, as chief of staff, your responsibilities really at the end of the day is making sure that we're on the right path. In your opinion, that the mayor's office is on the right path with how we operate, the plans we have moving forward, the kind of the general, more so than myself, the general cohesion of this team and the expansion of this team. Really, that's your thing, right? So when we get a new hire, you're the boss, you're in charge, and these walls are your domain, I would say. And I think with the four of us kind of operating within our own aspects, within our own means, this is a sure thing. I'm so confident in all three of you. So we got a great foundation.
Because now with you here as chief of staff, you'll be making sure everything is ship-shape in-house, so that way Mayor Marino trusts me to go out and speak on his behalf when he can't be here, and I will make sure that the ball gets rolling and things are moving out of house. So that way everything.
And I'm going to make sure that this lovely council of ours doesn't break any laws and actually, tell us what they need to do correctly.
Yeah. Because, really, at the end of the day, that's sort of the office of the mayor as a whole. It's kind of, there's four directions. There's outwards, there's inwards, there's sideways, and with the council, there's, the team itself, and then there's cooperation with other departments, state, etc. And we can all fulfill those responsibilities very, very well, I think. It's also nice that all three of you are wearing different colors today, so it's kind of... I'm seeing the council as red now. I'm seeing the office of the mayor as blue, and I'm seeing the staff of the city council, of the city hall, as purple.
Red and blue make purple, right?
Very true.
Oh,
Wow.
that is right. That is right.
Yeah, wow.
I'll stick to my red. Don't worry.
Unplanned coordination. I love it.
And I got my pink shirt because I washed my red socks with my fucking whites.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh boy,
whatever. I think it looks good anyway.
it does look good. You can pull off pink. You're fine.
Thank you.
It's better than white. White's so
I
boring.
do pull off a lot of pink. Sorry, that was disgusting.
Okay.
So we've got the debate in 20 minutes.
I think I
If
need
we
to look
wanna
a
wrap-
little bit more professional.
Yeah.
Fantastic, and I'm in
sure.
jeans, so I'm
If we want to wrap up here, we can start heading up and
Was
kind
there
of
anything?
prearrange
Did you
certain
need
things.
me for anything upstairs? Like you said something
Hire
about.
her on. Keith.
I already did. I just need to promote you, but you don't need to be there for that.
Okay,
thing.
perfect. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
quickly go to the clothing store then. And,
Yep.
are we
Sweet.
all? Are we all traveling together?
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I'd say
Daynab
so.
already left with the bus, then yeah, we can go by car.
Hey,
Okay.
whoa, is the garage fixed yet? On the back?
Nope, that was one of the first things I was going to see about. I brought out everything we talked about at the
Motherfucker.
debate, and I'm adding the fleet onto it.
I'm gonna
shit,
quickly run
sorry,
to
Kelly. I should have said
the
something to
Ponsonby's
GA.
around the corner and get changed.
Okay.
Oh, I do have a quick question.
Oh, have you tried the... Callie! You can get changed in the restroom if you have keys.
I don't know that I have a red. Actually, wait, I do. Wait, where's the restroom?
You're going the right way.
Okay.
There you go.
Perfect.
What new positions are going to be in this office? And if you feel that the responsibilities of public, sorry, what was the title?
Public
name?
relations?
Public relations. Thank you, relations. I've been struggling for words today. I
feels
don't know
much
what's wrong with
better.
me. But if you feel that the responsibilities of public relations are best suited to yourself, then you can just make that decision. If you feel, I've got a lot on my plate as chief of staff, I think I'd like a public relations officer, make one. That is completely up to you. If you feel we need more security presence, you can organize that. You are the chief of all staff in the mayor's office, and that also means you're the chief of the jobs and the titles, because there isn't a rule book, there isn't a structure that we need to fulfill other than the mayor itself. Chief of staff, the chief advisor, and even the deputy mayor to a certain extent. These are responsibilities and positions that are created by my administration and by Hank's administration previously, right?
Yeah.
So, again, it just comes down to you. You can keep doing what you want to do, and however you want to do it. You just make this job your ideal job. That's what I want from you, all right? And whatever that means, you just make it happen.
I can hand you the old hiring flyer, and then let me know what you want updated on it, and I'll just change it.
4th of fucking July out there was.
It might be Robert in the bus. But yeah, I can update it to what you wanted to say and change the month to April. So
Okay, yeah, because I will be coming to you for a lot of help and advice.
I did let them know. We talked about it in Monday's meeting. I'll still do the flyers. You just let me know what you need.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
And also, the only other thing is that I did bring up that I think that city council should have their own separate mailbox because, to keep things separate so things don't get lost, or that's my only other concern. I think council should have their own, that way people can get a hold of the council members better and it's not getting mixed up and lost in our mail.
I don't mind bringing that up to the governor, because honestly, having a separate mailbox for our personal mail, if you go into DOJ, you could just swap the little slate there, and then you're in your personal mailbox. Same thing with the city mail. So there could be just a council mailbox, so that way they have keys and access to that one. If that makes you feel more comfortable.
It's just for me, it's an organization thing, keeping things to where they can be found and have access to.
Okay, I'll ask them about a council mailbox, because I'm gonna ask them about what we talked about in the meeting about insurance and whatnot, the fleet, because I know for getting people to and from the airport, maybe they might need access to the vans that we once had access to give people a ride into city. Oh, and
Thank
one
you.
thing that they talked about was maybe a calendar for public relations. If people had events and ideas, they can mail into city, and then we can add it to a public calendar so everyone can see what's going on, and then we don't double up. We can actually work
I like
together to
that.
keep events flowing.
That would be nice.
I like
yeah.
that idea. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So
Ooh,
something else that was
great.
discussed. Do you guys want to head up
Ooh,
now?
thank
You want
you.
to try and see if that
we could
bus is
talk
out
on the
there?
bus if he's still launching
Yeah.
fireworks. Yep, he's still there.
Hi there. Can we
He's
help you?
on the bus.
What's up, sorry?
Can we help you? Is everything all right?
This is Newgate and Hart,
Mm-hmm.
the community arts program leader.
Oh, of course. Right. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
I'll go let Robert know not to leave without us.
Sure. Did you want to meet with us or?
Is that Bria with the boxing gloves on the bus?
The democracy. Kelly, do you like my democracy?
Yes! The sweater is better.
Right?
Oh, and before you leave without us again, Robert, we are getting on this bus. Yes, we're taking it up to the debate, so don't leave without us.
Did you feel it?
Your Honor, good to see you, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Good, I'm
Bus
ready to fight for
time,
Los
bus
Santos, man.
time.
Hey, Mr.
Let me
Mayor, how you
unlock
doing?
the, let me
I
unlock
Hey.
the door.
Hey, how
Pretty
you
in purple.
Do you have customers again?
Hello, Miss Priya.
What?
Do you have customers again?
Just people that heard about the
Hi,
great
Callie.
democracy happened the
Hello,
other day and
how
want
are
to
you?
experience
Good,
it
I'm ready to
themselves.
fight
That's all
this
it
debate,
is.
to fight for the citizens of Los Santos.
Oh, yep.
Fight
I see that.
For a
It's,
right.
For
You know you're
democracy.
gonna do it, and you know it's gonna
You
fight,
knock
but
them
to
out with your
fight
speech there,
for the
Priya. Knock them
right.
out.
Eric, have
Hell
you seen
yeah.
Maurice?
Eric.
Eric, where's Maurice?
this is fun. I,
I
like
don't know.
this.
I don't think he's awake. Charlie.
Democracy.
Yeah, he never wrote back to any of the letters, so he's gonna be like the
Yeah.
only candidate no one ever heard from. Okay.
You want to sub in
Theo,
for him?
really?
Yeah,
Is
Eric
he
can
still
sub in for
even
him.
God
running?
he is. He never withdrew, so he's on the ballot.
Oh. Well,
God damn it! I need to tell Theo to get the fuck up on going, eh?
Well, if you can
Democracy.
kick him out of bed, kick him out of bed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Hey, you
we
live
live in
with
the
him.
same. We live in the same hotel room with
Yeah.
4 other people, so I mean, come on.
Oh, it's the police. Hide.
Oh shit, it's a cops.
Oh wait, never
Oh,
mind.
you don't
never
have
mind.
to do
I'm
that
not
anymore.
do that anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry. It's
hey,
for, oh, force
PTSD.
to
I
habit,
get
man.
it. I
huh?
get it. PTSD.
Yeah. Whoopsie doopsie.
I think that's
It's the cops. It's the cops.
It's
All
the
right.
buzz.
Well, I'm going
It's the
to
fucking
just sit
cops.
in the
I have
driver's
good news, by
side.
the way. We gotta talk at some point about yesterday.
What was that walk? It was fantastic. I loved every second of it.
Okay.
Told you I'd handle it, man. I am handling it.
And I spoke with the mayor. He agrees. They're fucked.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, the governor said if anything happened to let him know.
God bless.
Hell yeah. God, you look so fucking good, Kelly. I'm gonna
Hey,
be
Kelly, can
distracted
you
up
come
there.
over here, please.
I'm trying to flirt with her.
It's over here.
Do you have my flavor, George?
I do. I got a couple of ideas, so I'm gonna.
Oh, and
speak
Mayor
with you about
Marino, flavor from you. All election winners are getting a flavor for a week.
Oh, sure. Mango Merino. I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay. But
Archie.
George, Kelly would like to report a crime, and I would like for you or for I just want to take him very seriously because it's a
Right.
repeated targeted thing, and you know, I want this addressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kelly, you can go ahead from here if you'd like me to explain further.
Yesterday I was out here, and I was talking. Amber was here, Priya, Robert, and we were approached by an individual wearing all black, trench coat, black jacket, black pants, black fedora.
You know his name, right?
Francesco Corleone.
Yeah.
He had a gray muscle car, and he asked for Alfie's PO. He got it, he left. We continued talking, but as everyone dispersed, Priya and I decided we were going to go to the clothing store to get dressed for the debate. At the
I'm just
clothing
gonna get
store,
Priya real quick.
we were ambushed by people with guns. And it was the same Francesco, just now with a bandana over his mouth. Go figure. And he had the same car, and he forced us both into trunks. Separate vehicles, separate trunks. And then we were driven like far above the city, and it was mainly Priya that he talked to. She was extorted, and I was brought out of the trunk to be told no cops or people I love were gonna get hurt. So Mayor Marino
okay.
was kind of the first person that I told about it because I was really upset last night, and I told him if I accept deputy mayorship, the first thing that I'm going to do is they are now banned from all of my events. Because I'm not gonna try to be cordial or work with a group like, you know, the incident, me being hit in the back of the head, but the lack of evidence to prove it, and now they said, no, this isn't about you, this doesn't involve you, but you involved me when you held a gun at me and forced me into a trunk and then threatened me with a shotgun.
Okay, so I do have a couple of questions to ask. So you did give the name of Francesco. How were you able to identify him?
No, literally what I said. We were standing right here when he approached us and asked for Alfie's PO. He did not have a bandana over his face. And then when he came to the clothing store, that's all he did. Put a bandana on, and it's just like,
So same.
I wonder who it is.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Clothing, just a bandana. Okay.
Same car, too.
You said a gray muscle car. Was it like a Dominator?
I'm not great with cars. If I saw it in the catalog, I can point it out to you. But I did remember the license plate.
Yes, that would be perfect if you got it.
Sheriff, Kelly,
Yeah.
Priya is extremely concerned about this statement being made. Has concerns for personal safety and the repercussions. Hello,
Hello.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you arrest them, they go to Bolingbroke, they come out, all they're gonna do is try to kill me and Kelly constantly. That's all they're gonna try to do. That's gonna be the whole focus in life. I am 100% sure of it. No question in my mind. And
Is
you
this in
know,
regard to
Francesco
what happened at Tuca? Okay.
Corleone, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
there's nothing
mean-
y'all can do to protect that, and you guys know that. You can't be around all the time.
Oh no, without a doubt. If you can self-defend yourself, I mean,
There's no way. I will be in a PO one time sending a letter, and they're gonna just shoot me in the head. You know that. There's zero like.
It's not
Yes.
worth it.
You got pepper spray on you?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, he's consenting
spray
to
me?
pepper spray. Can you? Oh boy.
Can we have a bigger conversation about this
Okay.
after the debate?
Sure.
I'd like to see if there's
Yeah, I think so.
Is that
Me,
alright, George?
Sheriff?
I'd like to see if there's a difference
Yeah,
between
that's
your pepper
not a
spray
problem.
and the one that I bought.
Okay, Kelly.
Come on,
That's
come on.
fine. I'm just
I
sick
just-
of them getting away with it.
Give it
Like
to
they're
me.
untouchable.
Give it to
Like they can never lose anything. It's so annoying how they treat
Works for
people.
police and not for civilians. Good to know.
Yeah. I just
God damn.
I am
Can
100% with y'all.
spray
I
you
just
with
I
my
just-
legally
I
purchased.
just
No, I
just
know.
pepper
Like
spray
we were
combination.
very frazzled and scared. So
They need to be stripped of their business. They need to
You
be
ready?
fucking. It needs to be addressed with
ready.
the governor that these people are getting away with this constantly, and
It's just it's body spray.
there will be repercussions for things. Guys
I have
like
another
that.
spray, please?
They,
Can I have another
they
spray?
don't give
Smells
up
so good.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they
it's,
feel like
it's
they've been wronged.
100%
But
vanilla.
we can also take precautions
100%
to
vanilla.
protect. I mean, no, I'm not
But
going
let's
to
say,
speak on
Gussie,
behalf of
you
the
try
sheriff's
and use, like,
office,
the one
but
that
Kelly,
you
as deputy
purchased and
mayor,
see-
my office,
yes.
our office will protect you. Within City Hall.
Oh my
Priya,
God.
if you have a successful campaign, as a city council
Dude.
member, you will be
Is the lid
under
still
that
tight?
same
Dude.
protection.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, see,
So-
I don't want her to just walk down, like going to Tequila Law, just getting
Things
ready
we do
for an
for
event, and people are
democracy.
just waiting
I know.
outside her event. Like that's
That's-
what
that's what I'm
worried
saying.
about.
Could you get us both?
Well, yeah, let's
Because
talk more after this.
as we were going into
Wait,
the
how's
clothing
it
store, I
working?
saw him drive
What?
past. I didn't think that they were circling, looking to like kidnap people.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So they'll
More.
just do
More.
that. They'll just keep doing that over and over, and it'll really just
Right,
make
well,
our
we
lives
can
hard.
I'm so confused on that
table
one.
it for after the
Yeah.
debate.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh.
Because we got 4 minutes until it starts, and we're not at
Yeah.
the ball yet, so
Yeah,
we should head up.
Wait, so did it actually
Justice,
work
Your
or not?
Honor, how are you?
How you
No,
doing?
it doesn't.
Doing
It's
good.
it's very much a clock in
body spray.
thing.
I feel.
Give me my Axe body spray back.
It's on the ground
It's on
there.
the floor.
I'll see you there.
So it's very
Yeah.
much like
I didn't know that's
the
what he
second
wanted
it's
to
in
talk
my
about,
hands,
but I'm
it's
like, I can't
my
make it look
hands.
stupid.
Something's
So
up with my
I'm,
hands.
I'll
Hang on.
say it, but
Come on.
that's the main thing for
Now
me.
I'll
It's
go
just
But when
now.
it's in his
I got
hands,
you.
it's
I
believe
don't
I'm
want
gonna
anything to
chair
happen
this
to
thing.
you. I don't want anything to
Some
happen to your
that.
brother or sister,
Yes, Axe body
and
spray.
I shouldn't
I got
have
Axe
to
body
live
spray,
in City
and I'm
Hall
not
Yeah.
afraid to use
because
it.
they want to
Exactly.
drive around
Oh,
with
you just smoke a
shotguns.
teenage boy. Amazing.
That's why I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday first before we talk to them. I just want you to know. I want to give you an update first.
Well, maybe you can buy some.
I'm just
But I
happy
fucked
they're
them
losing
already.
their business. They deserve
I'm
it.
gonna need it. For all the
Already
malafide
fucked them
that I
hard
got.
one way.
Ow.
They're gonna get fucked again
Oh,
and
everyone
again.
that walks in, we baptize them.
Yeah, because it's gonna be Tommy's next.
You have been
Keep going.
sprayed. You are no longer a fucking
You know who the
Upon a
person
time
is?
limit on
Oh,
each
Democratic.
response.
Who?
I never was.
What, you
Who
making
fucked
everyone
me?
communist?
It's
What's
hard.
happening here?
Watch
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Gabe said
What?
he thinks the exact same thing because she's dating Newgate, so he thinks that because she spread fake info about Mikey,
Alright.
and she's like sending me letters to
Make
like
it
hang out with her
84
and shit, and
seconds. Put the
he
cat in the bed.
he's it has to be her because I haven't talked about anything. The only new person, it had to have been
I
her.
gotta spray Priya with some Axe body spray.
Everybody
She's
in
sweating.
the bus.
start heading up. Let's go, everybody.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Roll up, roll up. Go it.
Are we going?
Wait. Oh.
Alright,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
down
we're
there.
going up.
All aboard.
That's when they're-
Are you too good to?
That stench.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Roll
on
it,
the bus?
roll it, roll it.
You got a
Oh.
bus driver's license?
I got one.
Yes, please.
Seatbelts.
Everybody here? Don't want to leave anybody.
I am staring directly at a machete.
Damn.
Whoa.
It's not a machete, actually. It's my kid's fucking classic sword.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay.
The police ain't giving us an escort.
Fucking had to take it. Fucking keep punching me. Fucking face. What a morning. Holy shit.
Well, everybody, welcome aboard the voting bus. Want to
Thank
point out
you.
the three just patriotic individuals on the bus. When I picked this bus up, I asked them because I'm actually supposed to be running a route, and I said, "Listen," I told them what I was doing, and said, "If anybody wants me to just take them to their route right now, say so, and I will." And they've been quiet as church mice ever since. They want to experience democracy.
God bless.
Well, we appreciate them.
Damn, that's a cute little car.
Just so you know, though, we are going to have to finish the route before we bring everybody back.
No.
Is that before or after the voting?
Speak up.
Is that before or after the voting? Like finishing the
Yes.
route? Wait, you just said yes. Is that before or after the voting?
Well, it depends because if we don't want to run out of gas at some point, I may or may not have to go and run the route to get a new bus with a full tank of gas.
Hey,
But
look,
hey.
a farmer.
Got it.
But
Cool.
hey, if we all just want to play it by ear, and
No,
let it
no,
run,
no,
I'm down for
no,
that too.
no, not again. No.
Who's driving the bus right now?
Robert.
But they know.
He scares
Oh.
me.
The bus driver.
Yeah, he scares me.
Everybody aboard the love train.
Yeah.
The love train.
La la
the
la
love
la.
train, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Mr. Man, anybody tell you got the most beautiful voice ever?
Yeah,
oh,
Mayor.
that's you, sweetheart. That's you.
I love you, Mayor.
You're
Love you.
Thank you. And
You should sing
little-
more often.
Thank you. A little minor announcement before I make the official announcement at the debate. But everyone congratulate the new deputy mayor Kelly.
Oh,
Oh, congratulations.
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 Yay! Congratulations.
A little bit conversation, a little bit action. Nay, I wanna do the shit. I wanna do my thing. I wanna do.
Go and learn the words. Now sing to me, Kelly.
Yeah, do it.
What?
Sing.
I don't know.
We're going on a trip, and it's gonna take us to the.
Why are you frowning like that,
expensive-
Athena? You look angry.
She's not. She's just remembering the last
Like-
time we were on the bus.
wait.
That's all.
Where are we going?
Yeah, a little traumatizing.
This is Vinewood Bowl.
Oh, so we're not going to the
Oh,
essay.
I know.
No, that's after
Oh.
the debate. You listen.
That's
you hear
after.
them speak, and then you vote.
You hear them speak.
Oh my
before
God,
you
quite a
go
crowd.
vote.
Oh wait,
Jesus Christ.
Woo!
I'm glad. I'm very glad.
Democracy.
Try not to.
Don't hit anybody.
kill
We's
anyone.
on the bus, go round and round.
Okay, don't hit the
Howdy.
people.
Hey,
Shut up, Eastwood.
Whoa,
That's
you
my
already.
son.
He
What?
jumped off.
Mayor
the
just
bus.
jumped
What
off
the
the
fuck?
bus. With...
He almost
Whoa!
killed himself. God bless.
He really excited to get going.
The fuck?
All right.
Okay, everyone. One after one. To the left, to the right.